Hey guys, what's going on? Schoolpost 2009 here, and today I'm going to show you how to recreate this Battlefield 3 title flashing on type thing. You'll see in a second what I mean. So as you'll see, once I run this RAM preview, this is what is from the original trailer, and this is what we have created. So we'll go through it one more time. It's fairly simple. A lot of the things you see in this one are just reused elements from within this trailer. So yeah, let's get right to it. So first, I already started with my comps. I have here a Battlefield 3 logo picture, and I scale it down to 50 since it was very large. And the first thing you want to do is drag in the Battlefield 3 teaser. You want to download that off YouTube or whatever source you want to use, but you need this trailer, this 30-second teaser, since it has the ending title at the end. Let's find it. And what you need, as you can see, there's these like scratches almost. You're gonna need these, and we're gonna use them. So we're just gonna find a frame where those scratches are just kind of separated from the actual title. Let's see here. Oh, right here. So what you're gonna do is layer, time, freeze frame. Okay. Drag it under. And now you want to make sure this is selected, or you can have the track mat open and change it to Luma inverted, or sorry, Luma matte. That way what is being shown is just the spikes. Alright, so now that you have that, what you want to do is go into a second comp. We're gonna copy this, go to the second comp, paste it in, and drag in your first comp that you started. So where is it? First comp. Okay. Then make sure this one has no track mat options, and you want to turn the transparency down to 50%. So you kind of have something like that. Alright. Now, once you have that, we're gonna go, and now we're gonna have to accurately position the title to follow the title in the actual trailer. You'll see what I mean in a second. So go into logo, drag in your other comp, which I named distortion added, then go to final render and drag logo into it. It's kind of complicated, but it worked for me. So drag that in, grab the teaser, and you want to start, just skim across here. Somewhere about here, once it goes black, right here. Now we're going to go edit, split layer, delete this. Alright. Now, what you do want to do is frame by frame, first making sure scale, position, and possibly rotation, make sure those are all on right now. Then make sure this whole panel's open. And what you want to do is go back a keyframe, actually, make a scale keyframe, and then scale it down and try to okay, I'm gonna have to cut that tutorial somewhere here. Once you've added your distortion added into this logo comp, just turn it off and drag in your original logo and just put it to about 50%, which is what I used. And then in final render, it should look something like this. Make sure this is proper. Make sure there's no keyframes on it, like we have here for some reason. And what you need is the reference trailer in the background, so we can start matching the title properly. So as you can see, you kind of see the outline of the battlefield here, and then the 3 kind of. So turn this on, go back a keyframe, make sure scale and position is on, you don't need to worry about rotation. Turn the transparency down just to 50% so it's kind of see-through so we can see where we're moving stuff. And then go a keyframe ahead and kind of scale it so that it matches. Alright, then go keyframe ahead. Don't worry about the fact that it flashes on and off. You'll worry about opacity later on. So let's just go back here. Let's see. Nope, just some scan lines. Don't worry about that. Right here, so we're going to go back a keyframe. So this is basically what you want to do. Let's just make a keyframe for the whole trailer. And yeah, I don't want to bore you just sitting here and keyframing stuff, so I'm just going to fast forward through this. And once you've completed the same, then we'll continue back and finish up the rest of it. Now that you have followed the movement and scale of the title, we can start doing stuff like the transparency of it, or how like the flashing of it. So when it's off, we're gonna make the opacity 0. Okay. So right about here, so we're gonna make a keyframe there and then only put it to about 50. Then don't worry about it here, we can actually put it up to 100, then back down to 0, and you just want to do the same process all the way through. So I'll speed through it once again until we're finished. Alright, once you reach the actual undistorted Battlefield 3 logo, you kind of want to stop about there. So now we're just going to turn off our trailer and just see how our title follows. Yeah, that seems about right. And you can put this on just to verify it, kind of watch it. Alright, now that we're done that, we're going to go back into this logo comp. Now one thing we need to do is also copy and paste this as our reference in here. And turn off this logo, turn on distortion added, and then turn this on. Now what we need to do here is basically don't worry about it not scaling because we did all that in the previous comp. Right now we just need to get these flashes right. So what you want to do is watch this and when you see parts that are really bright like this, you want to duplicate it, Control D, then you just want to scale it down to 1 frame and then change the blending mode to add. So when you turn this on, it's like brighter than usual. You can multiply them more if you want it to be brighter, but I think 1 or 2 is enough. So yeah, you're just going to do this once again all the way through. When there are moments in the trailer that are extremely bright like this, and not parts that are with half opacity, then yeah. So we're just going to speed through it. Alright, so after duplicating this a bunch of times and making it just a frame long and changing their blending modes to add, you should see that it will just occasionally flash for one frame like that. Okay, now you want to turn the trailer back on, turn all this off, and right about here you can tell that the Battlefield 3 logo goes from being distorted to the actual thing. So we'll go to our logo here, press T for opacity, turn to 0, then in the next frame put it to 100. And over here we just want to cut this off right here. This is what you should see. So it should be something like this. The tutorial is not done yet, but this is kind of the gist of it. Now, what you want to do is duplicate your trailer and turn it on, turn the rest of it off. And now what you need to look for are little digital distortion things like this, and click layer, time, freeze frame, make them only a frame long, and basically you're just going to reuse parts of the trailer to put them into your actual title. So we're just going to split the layer here just for ease, and split it here. And once again, it's all just about putting your time into this, but you just want to make this one frame long, and you just repeat this whole process throughout the whole trailer. So there's that scan line. Oh, we want to turn our trailer back on, obviously. Stuff like right here, so we're going to duplicate it, make it only a frame long. Something like this as well. And I'm just going to skim through this once again. And you just want to look through the tutorial for little distortions like this that don't resemble the original Battlefield 3 logo, and then just cut them down to one frame, and that's it. Because you don't want to use something like this where it clearly shows Battlefield 3 if you're going to use, say, a different title. So yeah, we're just going to speed through this. Alright, so once you have took in every single one of these little distortion lines, it should look something like this, where all you will see are just these. Alright, now you can turn your logo back on, and we're going to take a look at the final look. So there's basically the gist of this tutorial. We're just going to finish it up by adding a couple things. So once just the solid Battlefield title pops up, we're just going to add a new adjustment layer. This is not necessary, but this is kind of useful. You're going to need DigiFX damage for this, and you're just going to add artifact to it, and maybe some interference. Nope, we don't need any interference. Possibly some overexposure. You can pretty much play around at this point. Cut it to only last while the official logo is on, rather than just the distorted one. And yeah. So, I hope this tutorial helped you guys create this Battlefield 3 intro logo thing. I've seen many on YouTube, none of them that were, I believe, this close to the actual trailer. I know it was using elements from the trailer, but I don't see that being a problem, kind of a cheating thing. I don't really see that being a way of cheating. It just helps get a better outcome. So once again, thanks for watching, and see ya.